be our two officials for this game. West Donnelly, Leighton Bonberry up the center, and game 2 of this Eastern Conference semifinal is underway. Donnelly picks it up, and the ball ricochets back into Nepean territory where Joe Gasparetti is on it. And the Knights are in control. Sent over to the near side where it is corralled by Sean Kennedy. Kennedy shoots it out. Played over to the near side. Shot clock's at 7. Out in front, and Henderson breaks that pass up. And Billy Dodonna scoops it up. Mark Henderson. And Saganukwatsuru Yanis Rice corrals it at center. Owen Rice. Dylan Martin cuts to the middle, forced outside. Dehahande Albany scoops it up. Shot clock is down to 4. Here's a shot by Saganukwatsuru Yanis, pad save, and a rebound clamped by Young. Young being pressured by Drake, and Ethan Drake will now go to the bench. Tristan Nicholson gets it over to Griffin Armstrong. Armstrong, side ear broke his stick, so he had to drop it. There's a drive, stick save made by Casey, and a rebound. Hunters are on it. Wesley Morris back to Owen Rice. He's being challenged at center by Jacob Kaisik. Owen Rice coming in on the far side along the wall. Trying to throw it out in front. Dobbins doesn't handle the pass. Gorman's on it. 10 seconds to shoot. Gorman back out to Drake. And he gets it over to Owen Rice. Back out in front. Drake, and he gets run into. Joe Gasparetti on the slide. Knocked down Ethan Drake. And Nepean will come back. Kennedy. Nolan Downey gets a pick. Open look. And that hits the crossbar. Well, he tried the shot fake, and that was a perfect shot fake, but the shot by Kennedy, hit the crossbar. And here's a drive not on. Kennedy picks it back up. Pass goes over the top. Casey Lahash picks it up. And Billy Dodonna is now on it for the Hunters. Gorman, lefty heavy offense with 3 lefties, 2 righties. Martin, who has the ball now, and Bonberry, the 2 righties out there. Gorman at the top. Rice back out to Martin. Dylan Martin got the step tangled up, and Nepean's on it. Just a shade over 3 minutes gone by here in the opening period. Sent back out, ball got fumbled, picked back up off the hop by Armstrong. He shoots, save made, rebound. Wesley Morris is on it. Morris whips it over. Drake, double teamed, pushed on the back, fresh 30 Hunters, and they will set. Ethan Drake, wide open, fakes the shot, comes in, and he's shouldered away by Young. Back comes Nepean. Gabriel Young swings it to the near side. Vincent Waugh has a look, gets a pick, swings it to the far side of the goal. Maracle stays with his man. Comes out in front. Here's a shot, not on, and the rebound bounces right to Reese Kirby, who's on it. And he will take his time, have a look, gets it over, and Reese will go to the bench. Owen Rice, Leighton Bonberry, and Colby Dobbins on the floor. Soga Rice and Connor Gorman there as well. 10 seconds to shoot. Saganukwatsuru Yanis to Connor Gorman. Shot fakes. Fires, and a bouncer's over the top of the goal, not on. Nepean ball. 15:45 left to go here in the opening period. No score between Kahnawake and Nepean. Sent over to the far side, or the near side. Pass out in front is blocked, and Kobe Lahash in behind the defense. He's got a breakaway, and he puts it wide. Rebound stays in play, picked up by the Hunters. Martin Settling his offense in. 15 seconds to shoot. Drake. Rice. Near side. Gorman. Shot fakes. Has two come onto him. Dehahande Albany. And his pass is read and intercepted. Wes Donnelly trying to escape Owen Rice on a breakaway. And he's turned away. Back in. Nepean ball. 14:50 left to go here in the opening period. No score. Game 2 of this Eastern Conference semifinal. Sent to the near side. Kennedy. Billy Dodonna runs him down. Sent to the opposite side. Miracle stays with his man. Now Henderson switches. There's a shoulder save made. A rebound picked up by Marcus Daibo. And Daibo will leave it for Dobbins, and the Hunters will get a fresh set of offensive players out there. Saganuguaturu Yanis Rice carries it over to Leighton Bomberry. Bomberry isolated one-on-one, had it stripped. 8 seconds to shoot. Dobbins, that pass is too high, and it goes into the stands. Nepean ball. 14 minutes left to go in a scoreless game. The Knights and the Hunters. Game 2, the Hunters won game 1, 9-6 to take a 1-0 lead in the best of 5. Kennedy back out, and that shot is deflected out of play. Good stick. And actually never got deflected. It was just the stick got hit by another, and that's what caused the ball to go flying. So therefore, the Hunters gain possession. Gorman. Leighton Bomberry. Driving, shooting, turned away. Crease violation on the Hunters. Nepean ball, 13:25 to go in the first. No score. Here comes Griffin Armstrong. Sorry, that's James Donnelly, number 8. Back to the middle. Quick stick. Save made by Casey. Nepean gets a fresh 30. Back up high. And that shot's not on. Marcus Daibo trying to get on his man. A shot hits the post off the ceiling, and Nepean will get it. Daibo in pursuit. Nobody for Nepean getting on the ball right now. It's their possession. 12:48 to go in a scoreless first period. Kennedy back out. Pad save made. A follow-up chance. Save made by Casey. And Billy Dodonna carries it up. Colby Dobbins. It's been a chess match here in the first 7.5 minutes. No score. Dobbins swings it out to Gorman at the top. Dobbins getting the return feed. Saganuguaturu Yanis gets to the top. Fire shoulder save made by Young, and the Knights are on it. Played to the middle. Liam McLeod leaves it. Vincent Waugh slides it over to the near side where Justin Stevenson was, or sorry, that is 15. Nolan Downey was waiting. Comes to the middle. Waugh fires, pad save. A rebound that goes through the crease, as did a Nepean player who touched the ball, so the Hunters will get possession. 11:40 to go. Gorman. Owen Rice. Martin. Martin, open look, crossbar! And it rolls back out to center. And Dehahande Albany's on it. Martin gets it to Gorman. Shot clock's at 20. Good work by Owen Rice and Dehahande Albany getting that loosey. Bomberry, a blast, and that's shouldered away. That was a howitzer by Leighton Bomberry. Jacob Kaisik now in the Hunter zone. And the pass, Wah picks it back up. There's a chance. And Casey Lahash makes the save, sprawling low and covering everything down there. Almost halfway through this first period, no score. Hunters in white, Knights in black. Owen Rice gets a screen, fires, not on. Rice can't control it, the Knights are on it now. Michael Green, 2-on-1 in transition, the Knights, stick save. Yanis, and the pass is bobbled, and the Knights have it. 9:47 to go in a scoreless opening period. Downey. Donnelly. He shoots, blocked. Off a Hunter, Knights ball. There's a shot. Label for the top corner, but it missed. Wesley Morris picks it up. Morris takes it back and gets it over to Gorman. Connor Gorman crosses center. Bomberry. Pass misses Gorman. 4 seconds to go. So Dehahande Albany gets a shot. Martin, chest save made, but that shot came in after the whistle. 11 minutes gone by, still no goals. Nepean and Kahnawake, game 2 of this Eastern Conference semi. Young out in front, ball's bobbled. Kobe Lahash trying to scoop it up, side gear, knocks it free to center. And the Knights recover it. Tristan Nicholson, 3 seconds to shoot. And he will send one into the opposite corner. Shot clock violation, Nepean. Hunter's ball, 8:26 to go. Saganugwatsudu Yanis Rice. Near side, Dobbins. He shoots off a Knight. And a rebound glances back out to the near corner where Gorman's on it. 15 to shoot. Connor Gorman cuts to the middle. Gorman fires, save, a rebound. Loose at the tip of the crease, and it's pulled out, but Nepean will get it. And back on the Knights, 2-on-1, maybe developing, but the Hunters got 3 back now. Downey to Wah, his shot labeled for the top corner, but it missed. Downey, Donnelly, Wah, shooting, shoulder save by Lahash, a rebound. The Hunters are on it. Reese Kirby has a look. He wants to get off, and he will get it over to Owen Rice. Back to Bomberry, 13 to shoot. Hunters getting organized. Leighton Bomberry looking to challenge James Donnelly. Now there's a switch. There's a shot, save made, a rebound. And that'll be a fresh 30 for the Hunters. Inadvertent stick caught Dylan Martin, it looked like, in the face. Hunters will get the fresh 30 though. 7:10 to go. There's a shot by Rice, that missed. Saganugwatsudu Yanis picks it up. Around the screen, throws it out in front. Owen Rice with the shot fake. Double team, draws it out to Saganugwatsudu Yanis. Around the screen, he fires, chest save. A rebound loose at the house, deflected to the opposite side. Bomberry goes crashing in with Cornell, and he's on it for the Hunters. Moving pick, Nepean ball. 6:40 to go in period 1. Still no score. Nepean Knights and Kahnawake Hunters, game 2 of this Eastern Conference semifinal. And the ball's bobbled. Miracle trying to poke it free. Crease violation, Nepean. Good slide by Billy Dodonna. 6:20 left to go in the first. No score. Gorman isolated at the top with Nicholson. Nicholson still shadowing Connor Gorman. Gorman gets a screen. Open look. Pad save. A rebound. Gorman's on it. Gorman fires. Pad save again by Young. Kick save by the Nepean keeper. Up the floor. Waugh settles it down. Nepean in semi-transition. Waugh backs it out and he will reset. Young throws it over. And that pass sails over Downey. Downey back on it against Henderson. Now he's switched onto, and it comes back out. A shot through traffic, pad save, follow-up chance. And the Knights are on it with a fresh 30 in mind. Young down low, backdoor, and that's not on. Quick stick from the opposite side of the crease. Morris. And he never touched the crease, amazingly. That ball kind of bobbled in and around the crease and then just popped out. Just barely got a fingernail out of the crease. Shot clock down to 10. Saganugwatsuru Yanis. To Owen Rice. Leighton Bomberry. 5 seconds left. Bomberry, Rice, and that's patted away. Knights are on it. Gasparetti brings one up across center. Joe Gasparetti puts on the brakes and gets it over to Nolan Downey. Downey around the screen. Kennedy. Kennedy across. Quick stick. Save by Lahash. Kobe Lahash catches this one. 4:40 to go. No score in the first period. Great defenses, great goaltending. Gorman. Bomberry. Sideer fires. And that stopped. The rebound loose. Fresh 30 Hunters. Suggo Rice drawing the push on the back. Gorman back out. And here's Drake. Drake to Gorman. Gorman fires over the top of the net. And the ball will bounce back into Hunter's territory. Suggo Rice gets it from Casey Lahash. 10 seconds left on the shot. Suggo across center to Connor Gorman. 4 seconds left on the shot. Connor Gorman has that one knocked out of his stick. Nepean possession, 3:50 to go in a scoreless opening period. Wow. Michael Green up to center, where James Donnelly takes possession. Donnelly out in front. Waugh back to Donnelly at the top. Kennedy open for a moment. Drives by and Kobe Lahash knocked it free. Picked back up by Donnelly. Shot clock at 7. There's a shot and a save made by Casey Lahash and he will clamp the rebound. Reese Kirby. Over to Connor Gorman, near side, shot clock down to 14. Gorman driving in, firing, and he is stopped and he went through the crease. Nepean ball. Knocked away by Tylan Daibo. Daibo knocked it away, trying to find the handle, tips off of a Knight stick, and Nepean controls it. Here's a shot, sticked away by Marcus Daibo. And Daibo's on it. 2:40 to go in the first, no score. No score, no penalty thus far. Maybe I just jinxed it. Owen Rice around the screen, sends it over to the near side. Rice out top, or that's Deha Hyundai Albany, sorry, 12, not 22. Owen Rice driving, shooting, not on. A rebound, pops free in front, and the Knights are on it. Dropped out to Donnelly. He shoots, or that's Downey who's turned away, and Kobe Lahash is on the rebound. Owen Rice settles this in. 2 minutes left to go in the first. No score. Rice gets it over to Dobbins. 13 seconds to shoot. Dobbins out to Sideer. Gorman at the top. Gorman fires, not on. Vincent Waugh at center. Gabriel Young. Mikael Waugh, or Vincent Waugh firing. Save made. Casey Lahash trapped everything low. 80 seconds to go in a first period, which has seen not a whole lot in terms of me putting ink down to paper. 0 goals, 0 penalties. Bomberry. Martin. He's turned away by Young. Albany, a rebound. Ah, he missed it. Picked up, final minute of play in this opening period. 20 seconds to shoot. Saganuk Watsuru Yanis. Owen Rice. Firing, pad save. A rebound loose, picked up by Nepean. Elijah Terry's pass is deflected, but he got it back off the hop. And that pass handcuffed Downey. Jimerson. Marcus Daibo's on it. And Daibo pulls it out. Shot clock and game clock are the same. Timeout, Hunters, and finally we've got a whistle. This is our first dead ball of the period, and it comes with 22.3. Wow. I mean, we've had whistles and stoppages of play, but those are momentarily. Wow. If you're just joining us, folks, you have not missed a damn thing. No goals. It's 0-0, and there's 22 seconds left in the opening period. The Hunters have called a timeout to try and set something up. And again, congratulations, it's gone final. Our U15 Kahnawake Mohawks beating Aurelia by a final score of 11-3. So they are off to the championship game tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. in Gloucester. Gorman, Rice, or the two Rices, Saganuk Watsuru Yanis and Owen, Leighton Bomberry, Dylan Martin, and Connor Gorman. Casey Lahash stays in the net. 10 seconds to go. Owen Rice fires, save! Four seconds left. There's the home run pass caught by Downey, and he missed it. And that will end a first period, which leaves me with a lot of ink still left in my pen. No penalties, no goals, but a lot of action. 0-0 is our score at the end of one period. This is game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. You're listening to Hunters Lacrosse on K103.7. Of my pen, no score between the Kahnawake Hunters and the Nepean Knights as we get set for this second period of play. Update from the Brian Kilray Arena semifinals of the Ray Broadsworth Memorial. Our U22, that's our intermediates, trailing Gloucester 1-0. That's the semifinals over there. And we are going to try to check the out-of-town scoreboard. Game 2 tonight between Orangeville and Aurelia. Actually, game 2 is tomorrow. So game 2 between Orangeville and Aurelia will be tomorrow in Orangeville. Aurelia trailing that best of 5, I should say, 1-0. A tough loss for the Kings in game 1. Orangeville scored with 2 minutes left to take that opening contest. Both teams have entered the floor. Casey Lahash and Dylan Young, more than likely our goaltenders. That's Matthias Houlihan in net for the Knights. Number 1, the Houlihan getting the call. And he's gotten the call since the game started. He's wearing number 1. And then Casey Lahash in net for the Hunters. The Hunters are going to be playing now right to left. The Knights will be playing left to right. Leighton Bomberry, Billy Donana, Cy Deer, as well as Lalimonode, Miracle, and Wes Donnelly up front, taking the draw for Nepean alongside Ryan Cornell. Joe Gasparetti out there as well, as is James Donnelly, and Leighton Bomberry controls. He gets it over to Kobe Lahash, to Miracle, and Miracle comes back for the Hunters. Up to center. Miracle back out to Dodonna. And Billy Dodonna now enters the Nepean territory. Shot clock is down to 7, and the Hunters are only getting set now. Been that kind of a night for both offenses. Dylan Martin lost it, and it's picked up by Nepean. Sent up the floor. Pass is trickling a little too far, and that'll be scooped up by Casey Lahash on the interception. Landon Jimerson sends it up to center. Saganuk Watsuru Yanis to Owen Rice. Back to Suggo. He shoots, and that's stopped. The rebound loose in front of the net, and the Knights control it. Sent up the floor. Pass a little too hot to handle, and Nicholson couldn't scoop it up. Owen Rice keeps it in. And the Hunters will reset on offense. 18 to shoot. Gorman outside to Rice. Owen Rice stripped. Interference. Hunters ball. Fresh 30. Lobbed back up top for Connor Gorman. He shoots, scores! And even this one does not beat Houlihan clean. He actually gets a piece of it, but the ball just trickles through. And the Hunters strike first. It is 1-0 Kahnawake on a goal by Connor Gorman. Goal comes with 18 to go in the first after nearly 22 minutes of scoreless action here at the Plex. The Hunters strike first. Marcus Daibo cuts through. Daibo. Henderson. And here is Colby Dobbins. Sending one out to Bomberry. Bomberry's pass a little too high. Picked up off the hop by Gorman. Connor Gorman has to fire it up here. Pad save and a rebound. The Hunters are on it. Dobbins comes in and gets the Lucy. Gorman. Owen Rice had it and lost it. Picked it back up now. Out in front trying to hit Bomberry. And he's in the crease. Gets back up. Shot clock down to 7. And there's a shot save made. A rebound goes through the crease. Martin got pushed. Fresh 30 Hunters. Good pressure by Kahnawake. Owen Rice gets to the middle. Fires a bouncer. Does that not hit the net? No, it doesn't. Owen. Dehahande Albany. Cutting in. Shooting. Score! And Suggo Rice! He scores! Top corner! Saganuk Watsuru Yanis Rice. Flying through the air and depositing one over the top of the left shoulder of Houlihan. And Kahnawake is up by a score of 2-0. Side here. Gets it out to Kobe Lahash. So after a scoreless first period, 2 goals for the Hunters to start period number 2. Dobbins. De Honde Albany actually letting one go, and that doesn't hit the net. Picked back up by Nepean. Carter Smith. Now Kennedy picks it up. Kennedy being picked up by Dodonna. Comes up high. Here's a shot. Save made by Casey. A rebound. Knocked away from Reese Kirby. Billy Dodonna scoops it up, and he'll get it over to Kobe Lahash, who gets to center. Owen Rice. Gorman. Isolated with Warren. Owen Rice has a look, fires, and he just missed far side. A rebound, Gorman's on it, 10 to shoot. Connor Gorman fires, pad save, a rebound, lobbed up into the air, and the Knights are on it. Smith, near side, and it was corralled by Jacob Kaisik. James Donnelly, back out. Downey, and that's turned away. And the Hunters are on it. That is a moving pick on Casey Lahash. Nepean ball. Vincent Waugh. Ryan Cornell. And that pass fails to connect. Reese Kirby, push from the back. Kahnawake ball. Davey Hallett just told the Nepean head coach to be quiet. And Martin is held up. There's going to be a penalty. 8 seconds to shoot. I don't hear Davey be that animated. Drake fires, save made. And the Hunters will be going to the power play. That is the first penalty either team has taken tonight. And it'll be Carter Smith going to the sin bin. 14:36 to play in the second, 2-0 Hunters. Leighton Bomberry to Connor Gorman. Up to the top where Bomberry's waiting. Sagano Guatsalu Yanis picks it up behind the goal. Out in front, pass failed to connect with Bomberry, who was cutting through the middle. Gorman. Shot clock's at 13 as he crosses center. 10 seconds to go. Gorman, Rice, fires, stick save. A rebound. Martin trying to dig it out. And Nepean comes back. This is Tristan Nicholson, and Nicholson had his stick checked by Landon Jimerson. Or no, Owen Rice on the back check, sorry, number 4. Kahnawake on the power play for another minute 17. Gorman to Bomberry. Bomberry back up top. Gorman, shoulder save, rebound, shot, oh, it's stopped, made by Houlihan. James Donnelly. $15 to shoot. $10 seconds to shoot. Stevenson gets it back, and the lob for Stevenson is knocked away by Kobe Lahash. Shot clock violation on Nepean. Hunter's ball. 31 seconds left of Kahnawake power play time, so they'll get one last chance here on this power play. Owen Rice. Bomberry. Dobbins. Pass in front is knocked away. Saga Rice picks it up. Rice. They give him the reset. Bomberry. Dobbins, Rice, he fires, post! Bomberry, Owen Rice, and the Hunters are settling things down. 12:30 to go, penalty is over. The Hunters are 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Rice, fires, stick save, made by the Nepean defenseman Gasparetti. Dobbins behind the goal, and Dobbins gets it back. 10 seconds to shoot. Colby double teamed. Run into, he still has possession of the ball, and he drew a penalty. Martin has to fire it up. He doesn't realize it. And a penalty is coming up to Nepean for, I believe, a trip. Oh, it's a high stick. And there is a goaltender's timeout. Don't forget, Game 3 of this series will be on Thursday at 7 p.m. at Howard Darwin Arena. Thursday, July 11th. Kahnawake leading this game 2-0, trying to go up in the series by that same score. They won Game 1 9-6 over the Knights. 12:01 to go here in period 2. And here is Bomberry. Rice. Martin. Gorman. Bomberry. Firing save. A rebound. Martin tried to throw it over to Owen Rice, and the pass was deflected. Fresh 30 Hunters. Shot clock is actually down to 22 now. Bomberry. Gorman. Bomberry. Quick stick. Save. Saganugwatulu Yanis is on it. Martin. Up top. Bomberry. Martin. Firing shoulder save. Houlihan. Fourth chance on this power play. On this possession anyway. Owen Rice can't tuck it in. And Houlihan looking unconscious right now for Nepean. And back comes Nepean in transition. Donnelly throws it out. Stevenson. 55 seconds to go on the penalty. Downey. Downey gets the feed, sent to the near side. Stevenson against the Donna. Can't tuck it in. He got the shot away from an odd angle, and that was stopped by Casey Lahash as he held the post. 30 seconds left to go. Kahnawake by 2, and the Hunters in possession. Bomberry. Rice. Sends it over to Gorman. Bomberry at the top. Martin. Bomberry. Fires a bouncer, save made. And Nepean coming back. 5 seconds to go in the penalty. And we are back to full strength. Halfway through this game, Hunters 2, Knights 0. 10 minutes left to go in the second. Good slide by Sideer. Donnelly fires, not on, and a rebound stays in play. Shot clock violation, Nepean with 9:44 to go in the second period. Saganugwatulu Yanis Rice to Connor Gorman. Gorman around the screen, walking downhill, pad save! A rebound bounces high, and Saganugwatulu Yanis Rice corrals it at the restraining line. Sideer on offense, along with Ethan Drake. Sai picks it back up, 17 to shoot still. Deere whips it to Drake near side. The former Lennoxville Cougars teammates clicking here. Pad save made. Tell you what, don't overlook this effort by Houlihan. His team was down 2-0 and under siege while killing a penalty, and he came through when it mattered most. 2-0 still, though, for the Hunters with 9 minutes left in the second. Ball gets dropped. Vincent Waugh being pursued, and he'll get by. Waugh coming downhill, 5 seconds left. Shoots it out. Pass in front. Score! Griffin Armstrong goes 5-hole. And Nepean has opened the scoring on their end. It's 2-1 Hunters. .39 left in the second. Miracle. Hyundai Albany. Colby Dobbins. Tylen Dybo, and now the two righties for the Hunters are coming onto the floor. Owen Rice. 3 seconds to go. Rice has to shoot it. He does. Save made. A rebound. Nepean corrals it. Donnelly. 8 to go. And now Stevenson. Bounces one far side. Downey. Stevenson. Sent to the near side where it's corralled by Cornell. That's Donnelly. Near side. And a shot by Stevenson, not on. Follow-up chance, blocked, and it does not hit the target. Hunters are on it. Mark Henderson scooping up the Lucy. Mark Henderson. Hyundai Albany. Back out for Saganuk Watsaduk Yanis. And his bouncer's not on. And the rebound will go into the Hunters bench. Nepean ball, 7:16 to go here in the second. Feed out in front, misses a couple of players, comes back to the middle, and Dodonna, good slide, and the Hunters scoop it up. Great slide by Billy Dodonna. Tylen Dybo cutting to the goal. Played up top where Bomberry has a look. Rice swings it out. Gorman driving, backhands it over. Dobbins, bouncer that hit someone in the back of the leg. And Nepean's on it. Downey. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. There's a chance. Pad save made by Casey Lahash. Hunters are on it. Henderson. Jimerson can't handle it. Gorman picks it up. And he spins away from a double. Gets by Downey. Back out. There's a blast and a pad save made. Mateus Hulan. Ball comes free and nobody picked it up for Nepean. The Hunters are on it. The Hyundai Albany behind the goal. Back up top. Saganuk Watsaduk Yanis. Fires, save made. A rebound. Goes off of a Hunters player. And the Knights are on it. Sent up the floor. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. Played up top. There's a give and go, and the shot is blocked. Good stick by Kobe Lahash, trying to run it down. And he has it. And there's a slashing penalty coming up to side here. Off-ball slash results in a power play for Nepean with 5:05 remaining in the second. 2-1 Kahnawake leading. Knights in possession. 5 minutes left to go in period 2. Hunters 2, Knights 1. Kennedy, Donnelly, swings it back out. Out in front, Stevenson, the pass behind him. Comes out. There's a shot, blocked by Billy Dodonna. Reese Kirby trying to pick it up. And Nepean scoops it up. Fresh 30 Knights. Kennedy. Donnelly. James Donnelly getting the return feed at the top. He fires and that's not on. Rebound stays in play and goes back to Houlihan. 8 seconds to shoot. James Donnelly across center. 4 seconds to go. Sent out. And that is stopped by Lahash. And a fresh 30 to Nepean as they corral the rebound. Back up top. Donnelly. Sent over. Back to the middle. There's a shot. Saved by Casey. Fresh 30 Knights. 40 seconds to go in the penalty to the Hunters. Donnelly. He's shouldered away by Casey Lahash. And the Knights corral it. And that shot does not hit the net. Comes to the opposite. Oh, Jimerson takes a penalty. Davey Hallett speaking with his partner. That's a checking from behind, they call it, so it'll be at least 4. It's a 5-minute major on Landon Jimerson. Five on 3 Knights. 24 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Kennedy. Ball's fumbled. And that stays in play. Scoop back up. 7 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Shot through traffic, not on. Hits the stanchion, stays in play. Shot clock's at 5. It's now 5-on-4. And that's not on either. Shot clock violation, Nepean. Hunter's ball. And they are now killing off a 5-minute major in its entirety. Still 4:30 left in the 5-minute major. 2:58 left to go in the period. Gorman gets a screen. 2:50 to go in period 2. Connor Gorman has a look and not really being pressured. Out in front, Owen Rice scores! What a goal! Wow! He scores a behind the back, and he released it from underneath his knee. Owen Rice. He released it from behind, underneath his knee. And the Hunters get a short marker and go up 3-1. Still 4 minutes left to go in the penalty. Ethan Drake trying to break through the double team. He does. It alone. What a stop. And Houlihan answers him. What acceleration out of the faceoff dot by Ethan Drake. 2:20 left in period 2. 15 on the shot clock as the Knights walk in. Donnelly. Number 77 is Michael Green. Here's a shot. Blocked. Kennedy. And it's picked up by Miracle. Miracle. Trying to get across the restraining line, and he does. Martin. Spins off of a check and now plays it out to Gorman. Gorman alongside the boards on the far side of us. 100 seconds left in period 2. Shot clock's down to 7. Hunters killing off a 5-minute major. Gorman has to fire it. Shoulder save made. A rebound. Owen Rice is on it for the Hunters. Fresh 30. Owen trying to pick it up. Kicked up. And that'll be a push on the back. Fresh 30, Kahnawake. Sent over to Gorman, and he will take his time. Connor Gorman. Dobbins sets the screen. Shot clock's at 5. Gorman shoots, save, and that hits the ceiling off of the goaltender's stop, and the Hunters will get a fresh 30 out of this. .47 seconds to go in the second period. Carter Smith and Colby Dobbins really in a battle on the far side. Gorman, spinorama, 10 seconds to shoot. Gorman to Owen Rice. 4 seconds left. He will have to fire one up. Save made. And Nepean scoops it up. 18 seconds to go. Shot clock will be turned off. Donnelly into Hunter's territory. Down low. Green back up top. James Donnelly sends it over. That's blocked, and that'll be interference on side here. They have to get a shot away. Post at the buzzer. Downey hits the iron.
And that brings to an end this second period of play. The Kahnawake Hunters lead the Nepean Knights by a score of 3-1 to Landon Jimerson, which he will have to serve. No goals scored on the major. As you hear the Ultimate Warrior, or just Warrior, his theme song playing in the background, we'll see what kind of a WrestleMania we'll have on hand here in this third period. Kahnawake leading Nepean 3-1. Game 3 of this series goes Thursday night at Howard Darwin Centennial Arena. That'll be a 7 p.m. start. Wes Donnelly is getting set to take the draw. He's got Jacob Kaisik as well as James Donnelly, Ryan Cornell, and Joe Gasparetti. Ethan Drake will take the draw for the Hunters. Kobe Lahash, Billy Dodonna, Owen Rice out there for the Hunters. And third period is underway. Lahash can't quite fish it out. It's picked up by James Donnelly. Sent to Nolan Downey on the near side. Back up top. Shot clock's down to 10. Pass in front. Deflected. Comes up top. Long shot. Stick save made. Billy Dodonna. Kobe Lahash. And here is Owen Rice. Isolated on the far side. There's Rice against Liam McLeod. Shot clock's down to 7. 30 seconds left to go in the penalty. Owen driving. He shoots. Shoulder save made. A rebound. Rice picks it up. And he's got a fresh 30 for the Hunters. Rice spins off of Nicholson. Not attacking as the penalty clock is down to 7 here on Landon Jimerson. Owen Rice still with it. A backhander not on. Drake tried to quick stick it. Bomberry. Oh, he tried to fire it to Owen Rice. Try to create a little changeup. Nepean ball. And Owen Rice is going to go to the penalty box. Delay of game, I believe. Yep. Ooh. Power play now for Nepean, just as that 5-minute major to Landon Jimerson expired. Now the Hunters got to kill off another penalty. Well, to be fair, they haven't taken too much, and let's hope, as I just knock on wood, that penalty, that trend Does not happen. Here's a shot, not on. Rebound caught by Gabriel Young. Sent, quick stick, save made. Reese Kirby on the rebound. Kirby. Sideer has to get it over, and he will shoot it down. That'll land into the breadbasket of Houlihan. And the Knights come back over center. James Donnelly, one-on-one. Donnelly at the top. Young, back out. Donnelly sends it back up to the middle. Sent to the near side, out in front, and that pass will be picked off. Good read by Kirby. Here he comes. Through center, over the restraining line. Reese Kirby puts on the brakes. First minute gone in the penalty. Gorman sets a screen, and Connor Gorman broke his stick. So he's going to go to the bench. Shot clock's at 10. Suggo Rice. 4 seconds remaining. Rice fires, shoulder save made. And a rebound. Bobbled. And finally corralled by Nepean and Joe Gasparetti. Fairly short-handed. Michael Green. Back out. James Donnelly. Sent to the near side where Gabriel Young gets the return feed. Back up to the middle. Near side. Out in front. That pass bobbled. Billy Dodonna is on it. Dodonna sent it over to Kobe Lahash 8 seconds ago in the penalty. Lahash is tripped up. Has to get it over center. He does. And the penalty is over. Owen Rice back out. Ten seconds to shoot. Rice fumbled it, now got it back. No goal. Moving pick on Bomberry. Nepean ball. 4 minutes gone by here in the third. Kahnawake 3, Nepean 1. Sent to the near side. Here's a shot off the post. Wes Morris picks it up. Morris trying to fight off Stevenson, and he does. Miracle gets it over. Owen Rice into Knights territory. 18 to shoot. Tyler Daibo handcuffed by the pass. And Owen Rice picks it up. 10 seconds to shoot. Rice flips it out. Pass is intercepted. And the Knights control. And away comes the Nepean in transition. Played over to Donnelly. He scores. James Donnelly. And that makes it a 1-goal game, 3-2 Hunters leading. Well, it's a 3-on-2, and what happens here is Tristan Nicholson pushes the play. He pushes the pace, which is not something we've really seen either team do thus far in the game. Sometimes you have to take risks to make plays happen. And the Knights have made this a 1-goal game, and Gasparetti picks it up. Nolan Downey. Sideer, good stick check. Lost his glove in the process. Knights pick it up on the far side. Shot clock at 10. There's a drive. It hit the post. And the ball will come back in on Houlihan. Kennedy. Shot clock's at 20. Kennedy sends it out. Out in front, there's a chance. Shoulder save! Kobe Lahash behind his own net. Gets it to Billy Dodonna. Tehahande Albany. Tylen Daibo. Leighton Bomberry. Bomberry one hand on the stick driving. Shot clock's at 6. Bomberry gets it over to Dehahande. He's got a fire. That's not on. Rebound, Nepean controls. Nicholson. Michael Green over center. And the Knights now settling things down. Near side, Downey out in front, quick stick. Casey Lahash traps it. $13:15 left in the third. Kahnawake 3, Nepean 2. Saganoguatsaruyanis to Martin. Dylan Martin around a screen. Now forced back outside. Martin, 6 seconds to shoot. Martin sends it to Gorman. He's got a fire. And he won't. Shot clock violation, Kahnawake. Nepean ball. 12:50 to go here in the third. Passes off the mark, pick back up, off the hop. Vincent Waugh fires, and that's blocked and deflect on net. Casey Lahash up the floor. It grazed the ceiling but didn't touch it. Kobe! No! It's stopped by Houlihan. Boy, that pass, I mean, magically just stayed underneath the ceiling. Kennedy a drive, no. 15 to shoot. There's a chance, save made by Casey. A rebound, deflects to the near corner. And there's a shoulder save. Wesley Morris to Kobe Lahash. And he will put on the brakes. 3-2 Hunters here in game number 2. Kahnawake leading this best of 5, 1-0. Bomberry. 10 to shoot. Gorman, he will fake the shot. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Owen Rice coming in, down the middle, save! And the Knights are on it. Michael Green gets it over to the near side. Griffin Armstrong, near side, Downey. Downey fires and he missed it. A rebound, knocked down, picked up by Downey, send it over, and the Knights have to reset. 8 to shoot, ball on the right side of the house. Or the house to the right of the Hunters' goal. Sent across, batted away by Sideer. Shot clock violation against Nepean. Hunters ball with 10:50 left here in this third period. Kahnawake 3, Nepean 2. Connor Gorman settling in. Dylan Martin. Drake going to the goal. Martin comes up, driving, shooting, scoring! Dylan Martin! What a goal! He scores! And the 2-goal lead is restored. 4-2 with 10:33 left here. Oh, that was one of those goals where Martin literally crossed the ball like a windshield wiper in front of his face and then fired it opposite way. It's taken goals like that, and Owen Rice's backhander from underneath his waist to really beat the netminder for Nepean, Houlihan. He's been solid. Both tenders have been excellent tonight. But Kahnawake has the 4-2 lead here with 10:15 remaining in this third period of play. Dehahande Albany, Colby Dobbins, Saganoguatsaru Yanis Rice, alongside Leighton Bomberry and Dylan Martin. Sago tried to get it down low to Dobbins. Shot clock violation. Hunters. Gasparetti gets it out, and Dobbins will go to the bench for a change. Vincent Waugh into Hunters territory. 4-2 Kahnawake leading. Nepean in possession. Sent to the far side of the goal. Vincent Waugh gets it out. Kennedy back to the middle. Spin move by Donnelly. He fires and a stick save made. Jimerson 9:28 to go in period number 3. Kahnawake 4, Nepean 2. Saganugwaturu Yanis. Dylan Daibo. And the pass got by him. Coming back is Carter Smith, and he gets it to Downey near side. Downey. No! Great save. Back comes Owen Rice. Driving, shooting, that's shouldered aside. Good stop by the Nepean Tandy. Dylan Martin in behind the goal. He's on it, fresh 30 Hunters. And he'll lob it back to Leighton Bomberry. 20 seconds left on the shot. Owen Rice, far side, setting things up. Driving to the goal, got the step and he shouldered away. Martin knocked it free, and that is scooped up by Deha Hyundai Albany. Albany back out to Drake. Bomberry. Saganugwaturu Yanis Rice now on the floor. Pass got by Drake and into the far corner. 14 to shoot. Ethan Drake coming out. Drake fires, pad save made, and a rebound corralled and held there by the Nepean Tandy. Near side, Kennedy coming back. Under 8 left to go in this third. 4-2 Hunters. Kennedy sticked away by Wesley Morris. Henderson puts on the brakes in Nepean territory, and he'll get it out. Connor Gorman. 7:30 to go. Shot clock at 8. Gorman isolated, spinning, turning back to the middle, back out. Bomberry got a look, and he hits the crossbar. Fresh 30 Kahnawake. Back out. And Bomberry will handle it. Henderson stays out there. 20 seconds to shoot. Gorman. Bomberry. 7 minutes to go. Henderson around a screen. He fires a bouncer. That's stopped. And a rebound will be clamped by Houlihan. Gabriel Young sends it to the near side. Out in front. Wah! He scores! Face-out Wah finds the top shelf, and that'll cut the lead down to 1. It's 4-3. Kahnawake with 6:41 left in the third. Kahnawake leading. Side here into the boards, and Nepean comes out of the dog pile with it. They control the face-off. 6:25 remaining. Wah swings it out. Donnelly back to the top. Downey got a look, got by, down low. Chance, they score. Wah's got 2 goals in 40 seconds. And Nepean has tied the game with 6:10 to go. Sorry, make that 2 goals in 31 seconds. And we are right back where we started from 54 minutes after this game began. Bomberry fishes it out, and Kobe Lahash is on it. Gorman. Under 6 remaining. 5:50 left. Connor Gorman back for the Hunters. 13 to shoot. Dobbins. Gorman. Isolated at the top. Gorman gets a screen from Rice. Back out Bomberry. He's got to shoot. Not on. Shot clock violation on the Hunters. And Nepean will get possession here with 5:50 remaining. Downey. And that pass gets behind Gabriel Young. Kobe Lahash with the steal. Lahash. Back out. Owen Rice. 5:10 to go. Rice isolated. 8 seconds left to shoot. Gorman gets it. Connor Gorman driving back out to Suggo Rice. He's got to fire it now, and that's right on. No rebound given up by Houlihan. And Michael Green will pick it up. Kennedy not able to handle it. Marcus Daibo, good work. Near side with Michael Green, but Nepean comes out with it. 13 to shoot. 4:30 left to go. Donnelly, save, rebound. And Kahnawake on it. Marcus Daibo. And he will get it over to Sideer. Dobbins drops it back. Owen Rice being pressured high by Jacob Kizek. 10 seconds to shoot. Dylan Martin throws it out in front. That pass hit a body, kicked away, and Nepean's on it. And back on the Knights, Billy Dodonna, one-on-one. Good stick by Dodonna. Mark Henderson picks it up. And he gets over center and will swing it out. 3:35 left to go here in the third. Kahnawake 4, Nepean 4. Gorman to Bomberry. Bomberry spins around a screen. Tried to swing it out in front, and the pass just missed Drake. 9 to shoot. Albany. And he steps in the crease. Nepean ball. Donnelly. Wah. And he shouldered away. Good stop. And a rebound corralled by Wes Morris. And Billy Dodonna bounces one up ahead. Owen Rice. Tylen Daibo to Owen. Owen fires, and that's stopped. 2:50 left to go. Knights corral it. And away comes Nepean. Stevenson holds it in. Jacob Downey whistles it across, and that hit the outside of the post. Fresh 30 Nepean. Back out in front it goes. Chance, Downey! No! And a rebound hits the ceiling. Hunter's ball, 2:20 left to go. Picked back up by Kahnawake. Saganuk Watsudu Giannis Rice. Leighton Bomberry. Gorman isolated on the near side. Game clock's at 2, shot clock's at 10. Connor Gorman spinning. Gorman got the step. Backhander, stick save made. Tried to fire a backhander. 1:48 left to go. Kahnawake 4, Nepean 4. Third period. Wah sends it out, and the pass is going to be picked by Morris, and Wes Morris is on it. Morris ahead, and Marcus Daibo will get it over to Dylan Martin. 1:20 left to go here in the third. Kahnawake 4, Nepean 4, 17 to shoot. Owen Rice gets it over to Dobbins. 8 seconds to shoot. Kobe. And that pass fails to connect with Martin. Nepean. Well, I thought they would pick it up. They have to shoot. They won't get the shot off. Owen Rice held on a bit too long. Final minute of play in this third. McLeod. Downey. Stevenson. Wah. Billy Dodonna meeting Downey. Played back to the far side. Stevenson. And that pass hops out. Scooped up by Waugh. Waugh sends it over. A shot is blocked. And Billy Dodonna will get the rebound. He had a bit of daylight. He shoots. And Nepean picks it up. Timeout Knights with 21 seconds to go. Ooh. It's 10 minutes. 10 minutes. They play through it. 10-minute overtime. That's how it's gone in years past. The last Hunters overtime game that I can remember was the Green Gales back in 2018. And they played first a 10-minute overtime. The game was still tied. So then they went to sudden death. So we're gonna, if we get there, by the way, let's not count our chickens before they hatch. 21.3. So the Knights netminder Houlihan will stay on. Kobe Lahash, side near Ethan Drake. Out there for Kahnawake. There's Billy Dodonna. He's out there, as is Reese Kirby. 5-on-5. Kennedy. Game clock's at 15. The shot clock is not a factor. Sent to the top. Back up. Kennedy fires. No. A rebound goes back. Kobe Lahash is not going to get enough time. And we are going to overtime. And overtime is underway. Lobbed up in the air. And it's fished out to Dodonna, who's on it. And Billy Dodonna one-hands it back to Kobe Lahash to start overtime. Leighton Bomberry sends it to Rice on the far side. Rice to Gorman. Gorman walking his way in. Gets it over. Shot fake. There's a drive, shoulder save made, and a rebound. Nepean's on it. And back come the Knights, pushing it. Gasparetti, and he's turned away. Too many. Nepean ball. Here's Vincent Waugh. Dropping one back for Donnelly. And James Donnelly sends it over. We are in overtime. Whoever has more goals at the end of 10 minutes will win. If not, then we go to sudden death. It's not sudden death right now. Vincent Waugh sends it back over to the far side. A long drive blocked by Landon Jimerson. Wesley Morris can't find the handle. Shot clock violation on the Knights. Miracle. And here is Dehahande Albany. Owen Rice near side, Colby Dobbins. He shoots, cannot tuck it in 5-hole. And that rebound was trapped. Up the floor it goes. Young. Back out, Waugh. Near side. Chance, and Donnelly fumbled it. Henderson. Boy, a brain fart defensively for the Hunters, and it turns out to not bite them. Martin. We'll see if they can take advantage here with a good offensive set. Rice. Save. A rebound. Gorman knocked it away from Smith. And the netminder, Houlihan, retrieves it. Back comes the Nepean. James Donnelly challenging Jimerson. A battle of two number 8s. Donnelly. And that pass is deflected. Good stick by Landon Jimerson. And Casey Lahash picks it up. Henderson. He will send it to Saganugwaturu Yanis. Ethan Drake. 12 seconds to shoot. Drake sends it to Sago. He shoots off of a Nepean player's helmet. 3 seconds left. And that pass is off the mark, picked up by the Knights. And Drake will have to accelerate back. Oh, that'll be a penalty. No! Ooh, no penalty. All right. Ethan Drake going for the ball. And Nepean scoops it up. Wow, fires. Me missed short side. And a rebound hit the ceiling. Hunter's ball. Marcus Daibo bringing it back. And he will drop it out for Dylan Martin. 6:30 left to go in overtime. Game tied 4-4. It's not sudden death, by the way. Rice, Gorman, around the screen. Gorman swinging it down, and Saganugwaturu Yanis is on it. 5 seconds to go. Rice has to fire one up here, and that shot's not on. Shot clock violation on the Hunters. 6 minutes left in overtime. Vincent Waugh. Back to the top. Play it over to the near side. Here's a chance. Shoulder save by Casey Lahash. Fresh 30 Nepean and Kobe Lahash. Intercepted it. Not deep enough in the crease. Nepean picks it up. Kennedy. Here's a bouncer. Saved by Casey Lahash. Kobe makes sure he's deep enough in the crease now. And Bomberry. Dobbins. 5:20 left to go in overtime. Kahnawake 4, Nepean 4. Connor Gorman. 10 to shoot. Dobbins. Swings it out. Dylan Martin. Gorman has to fire it. He does, and that's stopped. Halfway through overtime. Tie game here, 4-4. Here is James Donnelly, crossing center. Donnelly gets a screen, fires, not on. A rebound, tipped. Marcus Daibo missed his check. Pass in front, hit Mark Henderson in the back of the head. Sent up the floor, corralled by Marcus Daibo. And Owen Rice now scoops it up. 4:25 left to go here in OT. Leighton Bomberry. Saganugwaturu Yanis. Bomberry. Owen Rice. Near side, Saganugwaturu Yanis. He fires, not able to hit the net. 4 seconds remaining. Owen has to shoot it. It rolls on net, and that's going to be covered up. 4 minutes remaining in OT. 4-4-4-4. Period 4. Goals 4-4. 4 minutes left. Knights in possession. And if you're joining us, yes, that means we're in overtime, not sudden death. Played out in front. Donnelly in too deep. Now he has to back out. 5 seconds to go. He's got a fire. Does not hit the net. Rebound. Henderson will scoop it up here. Dobbins for Bomberry. Bomberry working on his man. Gets a screen. Threw it out in front. Martin corralled it. Shoulder save. And a dandy. Houlihan picked it up. Kennedy. Back up. There's a stick save made. And Henderson. Saganugwaturu Yanis. 17 to shoot. Owen Rice on the far side. Working his way in. Now sent back. Being pursued. Has 8 to shoot. Sent it to Tylan Daibo. Daibo. Back out. Rice has to fire one up. Save made. And a rebound. Ethan Drake is on it. Fresh 30 Hunters. Drake back out. Owen Rice. Shot fake. He corralled it and let one go as he was falling. Save made. Drake fighting for that Lucy. Pinned by Gasparetti. Owen Rice is on it. Fresh 30 Hunters. Deha Honde going to the bench. Connor Gorman's out there. Suggo. Shoulder save made. Clutch stop by Houlihan. Fresh 30 Hunters. 2 minutes to go in overtime. Owen Rice swings it over. Suggo fires. No, he can't beat the Nepean goaltender Matthias Houlihan. Back comes Nepean. 1:40 to go. 100 seconds remaining in overtime. Warren. Donnelly against side deer, back out. Downey. And a shot is stopped. Mark Henderson corrals the rebound. 1:20 left to go in overtime. If we get no goals, then that means we're going to sudden death. Owen Rice. Bomberry. 10 to shoot. Leighton Bomberry turning the corner. He shoots and he can't hit the net. Suggo back on it. 3 seconds to go. Suggo fires. Not on. And Dobbins trying to last second Hail Mary. Send it into the mesh. 50 to go. Game tied 4-4. This is game 2 of the Eastern Conference semis. There's a cranker not on. A rebound bounces back. Marcus Daibo in pursuit of the ball. And he's got it here. Time out. Kahnawake with 34.7 seconds left here in overtime. And they got to play the entire 34.7. So it's not sudden death here, folks. You know, there's a 7.5 second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Shot clock reads 27. Game clock reads 34.7. The Hunters will have possession. We'll see what Kahnawake Diome and Garrett Creek can design up here for the Hunters. Oh, wow. Folks, I'm telling you, this is incredible. And to think this arena is missing about 150 to 200 people that are away in Gloucester. Gorman. Hunters with it. Gorman. Rice. Back out to the middle. Owen Rice. Driving. Scores! Owen Rice scores! Top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. And where the series lead of 2-0 might be hidden as well. Owen Rice. Oh, wow. Hang on. It's not over yet. Not over yet. 14.7 to go. Not over yet. Not over yet. Nepean needs this draw, and if the Hunters get this draw, they can try to milk the clock away. Kahnawake out of timeouts. Nepean's got one left. And the Nepean defender's going to the bench. Going to the bench. Extra attacker coming on for the Knights now. Bomberry won it. Nepean's got it. Timeout, Nepean. They got the timeout. And the clock didn't start, but that's not much you can do about that. Nepean will get a few extra seconds here. And in this type of game, Are those seconds ever precious? Timeout Knights with 14.1 to go. Wow. So they've actually taken those seconds off the clock. 11 to go. Nepean has pulled their goalie. Extra attacker on. Kobe Lahash, side here. Billy Dodona. Ethan Drake. Reese Kirby for the Hunters. And for the Knights, they've got, looks like Downey Stevenson as well. James Downey in possession. Donnelly's got it. Turning, has a look. Save made. A rebound, Moose. Trapped away. The Hunters are on it. Reese Kirby will not have to do anything. Game, set, match. And the Hunters outlast the Nepean Knights in overtime. Wow. And this is now a 2-0 series lead for the Kahnawake Hunters. The Hunters go up 2-0 Game 3, Thursday, July 11th in Nepean at 7 p.m. Yellow Gore for joining us. Thank you so much to all of you. Your final score, Kahnawake Hunters 5, Nepean Knights 4. I'm Brian DeBordo for K1037 on the Kiwahi.